Good morning, welcome to a new video. In this video we will try to attempt to do another 7-hour ride. As you could see in one of our previous videos, that didn't end too well the last time we attempted it. Today it's Friday and today I'm going to do a crazy training. This week has been absolutely super busy. Didn't have a lot of time to train. I only did 2.5 hours on Zwift so far instead of 5 or so. So I asked Dennis, what should I do today? Should I do my scheduled training and just some endurance? And he told me, well, you can do that or you can do this training. So the training I'm going to do today is a training around 4 or 5 hours. 2 times a 20-minute threshold block. We will do 6 sprints, 3 of 10 seconds, 3 of 30 seconds. We'll do some VO2 max blocks. And we will do some longer endurance with bursts in it. So it's a training that covers everything. I think it will be very hard. I'll keep you updated during the ride. In my tempo blocks it's pretty hard to film, so let's see how it goes. I will talk to you during the training and also afterwards. And we will take you along this training or this weekend with our 7-hour ride. So let's find a nice route and hope we can make it. I just finished my first FTP block. 20 minutes riding on my FTP. I don't know if it is the good legs because I didn't do that much this week, or maybe it's the new shoes, but I felt like I was flying. It felt pretty easy. So let's see what the next 20 minutes feel like. Could also be that I went out too hard and I don't have any power left in the next 20, but time will tell. By the way, it's the first time riding with my new shoes outside. It feels quite different because I have the feeling that my foot gets more comfort all around. So from the top to the bottom to the sides, it all feels like there's contact with my foot, and I didn't experience that with my other shoe. They are really stiff. So I need to get used to that. But overall, right now the first 40 minutes outside or so feel pretty good. So thanks to Christian for the good advice and recommending these shoes to me. The second FTP block of 20 minutes also went really well. Yeah, it was a bit harder to keep up the pace, but after all, I'm pretty happy with how it went. Right now I have to do a lot of endurance, and then I will get into the 10-second sprint and the 30-second sprint. I did around 1.5 hours now, almost in Deventer. It's a really nice route. It's the route Dennis rode on this training before, so it's a really good route to do this kind of blocks. No traffic lights, no difficult crossroads. So yeah, it's a pretty perfect route for this training. Back home, it was a super hard training, but I'm really happy that I did it. It was fun to combine all those different things. I'm going to take a quick shower, eat something, and then put my legs up for the rest of the weekend.
Back on my bike again after yesterday's training. It was a Cycler interval training with 4 times 8 minutes, about 105 to 108% FTP with only 2 minutes rest between it. So as you can imagine, It's a hard training and it was too hard to film during the intervals, and because I only had 2 minutes rest, I needed those 2 minutes to get my heart rate down. So that's the reason why I was not filming. Today is about 2 hours of endurance. It's the last weekend before we're heading to France.
It's Sunday morning, a bit past 7 in the morning, and today we're doing the same concept as we did last week. We're going to ride before our group ride with Reto, and we're going to do some hours afterwards in order to complete the 7 hours this week. The weather is not that good. It's been raining all night. We're now doing like 40 kilometers before Reto, then like 110 with Reto, and then like 80 or so afterwards. So yeah, it's gonna be a long day in the saddle.
This is definitely one of the things I'm not going to miss. Setting your alarm at 6 o'clock on a Sunday to complete your training. I prefer coffee in bed on Sunday morning. Just finished our group ride. The first part was really hard because it's holiday season. There were less people, so they did combine the A, the really fast guys, with a B group. So it turned out a pretty hard ride. We've done 150 kilometers because the weather was really bad and we had some rain. I quickly changed my kit at home for some new morale. Now we're completing the 7 hours. We are on our way to the prologue in Amerong.
We've currently done 6 hours on the bike, more than 190 kilometers, 44 left on our route, and within a kilometer or two we are at the prologue in Amerongen, so we can have some coffee.
And we are done. We rode about 7.5 hours, 230k. It was a pretty big one, our biggest one on the bike. The weather forecast was not that good. They said that we would have showers all day, but luckily that was not the case. We only had some showers. The roads were quite wet, so the way I look at the moment is the punishment for wheel sucking.